Hey, Jacob here from Firebrand Astrology, Tarot and Healing. This is about Saturn and Pluto being in Capricorn. Now, Capricorn is ruled by Saturn. Anybody wants to know about Saturn, I would kind of Google David Icon's Saturn. He's got some interesting theories about that. Now, Saturn rules Capricorn. Capricorn is the sign of organized governments. In some respects, organized religion, although religion is more 12th house Pisces. Organized religion would fit into Capricorn. Structure is Capricorn. Capitalism is Capricorn. Corporatism is Capricorn. All that kind of business orientated stuff is Capricorn, okay? So Saturn's going back to the sign it belongs in. It's a 28-year transit. But the last time that Saturn and Pluto were in Capricorn together was 1518 to 1520. And what happened in 1518 to 1520 is that the Americas were beginning to be discovered by the Europeans. I mean, it happened like in 1492, but they were discovering more of it, and then more importantly, the African slave trade began in that time. The last time Saturn was in Capricorn was 1988 to 1991. In that time, communism fell, and the Berlin Wall came down, and perestroika began in Russia. Another time that Saturn was in Capricorn was 1929 to 1932, which was the post-crash period, the time where Hitler rose in Germany and fascism was beginning to rise in Europe as a result of the crash. So, what do I feel is going to be the case here? Okay, so I have already posted up what Pluto in Capricorn means. Pluto is bringing about the death and rebirth of that energy, basically. The last time Pluto was in Capricorn was at the time of the American Civil War and the independence and all of that. So it gives you a sense of what's going to happen. Now, Saturn's going to be in Capricorn from the 20th of December this year until March 2020, but it will go back briefly into Saturn in July 2020 until December 2020. So kind of because it goes retrograde, it'll come out early part of 2020 and go back in 2020 for a while and come back out again. I believe this period, this next 2-year period, 3-year period, next 2 to 3 year period will bring about the death and the fall of capitalism and corporatism. This is the time where it will fall and die. Now, it will either be replaced by complete and utter destruction of planet Earth, or complete and utter servitude of human beings to the elite, or thirdly, and hopefully this is the option that will happen, it'll be brought about by change because of the will of the people waking up and seeing what's happened, and waking up and realizing what is actually happening to the planet and humanity, and that we're being controlled by the 1%. In fact, it's not just as little as 1%, it's even less than that, being controlled by the global elite who are controlling the economy and politics and everything to their own aims. And when we wake up and we overthrow this, it'll be up to us to create the new world, or the new earth, or the new energy, or the new systems that will not rely on the old economic way of doing things. So the kind of fall of the economy, the fall of capitalism, the fall of corporatism is very much on the cards in the next 2 to 3 years. This will happen, I would imagine, quite dramatically. and over a short period of time, where basically I will see global unrest, kind of increasing more and more and more. People starting to overthrow governments, people overthrowing systems, people really waking up and seeing what happens. Now, how the 1% of the global elite respond will really kind of, excuse me, be interesting in terms of how they respond and whether or not the people will overpower them. If the people don't overpower them and they win, then we are fucked, because basically we will be complete and utter slaves. There'll be no bullshitting anymore. They won't need to bullshit because people will know what's going on, and they will just do it openly, even more than they are now. If we win, then we will have to create new systems and new ways of being. If we've destroyed the Earth in the process with nuclear war or some kind of massive global war, then we're just going to fuck ourselves up basically completely, and we will start again from scratch with however many thousands or millions of human beings manage to survive the devastation and everything. Then they will start again, but we will be starting from nothing basically, so that is kind of my sense of what's going to happen in the next 2 to 3 years. There you go.